Hey guys, this is Amit and you're watching TechDad. In this video, we are going to compare between Poco M3 Pro versus Realme Narzo 30 Pro 5G, and we will discuss which one is better in camera, performance, display, body of the devices, features, communication chips, and about the prices. In the end of the video, I will tell you which one is better according to me. So watch this video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let the comparison start with the camera of the devices. Talking about the rear camera of the devices, M3 Pro have triple camera setup, 48 megapixel of wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. Whereas 30 Pro comes with triple camera setup, 48 megapixel of wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. So it's a tie because both of the devices comes with the same sensors. And about the front camera of the devices, M3 Pro have 8 megapixel of wide camera, whereas 30 Pro have 16 megapixel of wide camera. So the winner here is 30 Pro because it has 16 megapixel of wide camera. Let's talk about the camera features of the devices. M3 Pro have dual LED flash, HDR and panorama, whereas 30 Pro have LED flash, HDR and panorama. So the winner here is M3 Pro because it have dual LED flash. And about the video recording options in the devices, M3 Pro can shoot Full HD video max at 30 fps and 30 Pro can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps, Full HD video max at 120 fps with gyro electronic and stabilization. So the winner here is 30 Pro because it can record 4K video in 30 fps and it have gyro electronic and stabilization. Moving to the performance of the devices. Let's start with the operating system of the devices. M3 Pro have Android 11 support. On the other side, 30 Pro have Android 11 support too. So it's a tie. And about the user interface of the devices, M3 Pro have MIUI, whereas 30 Pro comes with Realme UI. So it's a tie because both of the user interface have slightly different. So it's up to you which UI you like it or not, it's up to you. Let's talk about the processor of the devices. M3 Pro is powered by Dimensity 700 5G based on 7nm processor, whereas 30 Pro is also powered by Dimensity 800 5G based on 7nm processor. So the winner here is 30 Pro because it has slightly higher processing speed. And about the GPU of the devices, M3 Pro is packed with Mali G57, whereas 30 Pro is also packed with Mali G57. So the winner here is 30 Pro because it can give you slightly better FPS in games. Let's talk about the clock speed of the devices. M3 Pro can clock at 2.2 GHz based on octa-core Cortex chipset, whereas 30 Pro can also clock at 2.4 GHz based on octa-core Cortex chipset. So the winner here is 30 Pro because it have faster clock speed. And about the RAM variants in the devices, M3 Pro comes with 2 RAM variants, 4 and 6 GB, whereas 30 Pro have 2 RAM variants, 6 and 8 GB. So clearly the winner here is 30 Pro because it have high capacity of RAM. Let's talk about the internal storage of the devices. M3 Pro comes with 2 storage options, 64 and 128, whereas 30 Pro also comes with 2 storage options, 64 and 128. So clearly it's a tie here because both of the devices have same read and write speed. And about the external storage of the devices, M3 Pro have dedicated card slot, whereas 30 Pro have shared SIM slot. So the winner here is M3 Pro. Moving to the display features of the devices. Let's start with the display size of the devices. M3 Pro have 6.5 inches of display. In the other side, 30 Pro have 6.5 inches of display. So it's a tie because both of the devices have same display size. And about the screen to body ratio of the devices, M3 Pro have approximately 83.7%, whereas 30 Pro have 83.7%. So again, it's a tie because both of the devices have same ratio. Let's talk about the screen resolution of the devices. M3 Pro comes with Full HD Plus display. In the other side, 30 Pro also have Full HD Plus display. So it's a tie. And about the display type of the devices, M3 Pro have IPS LCD display having 90Hz of refresh rate, whereas 30 Pro have IPS LCD display having 120Hz of refresh rate. So the winner here is 30 Pro because it have high frame rate, which is good for playing games. Moving to the body features of the devices. Let's start with the thickness of the devices. M3 Pro have 8.9 mm of thickness, whereas 30 Pro have 9.1 mm of thickness. So I will call it a tie here because both of the devices have approximately the same thickness. Let's talk about the weight of the devices. M3 Pro comes with 190 grams of weight, whereas 30 Pro have 196 grams of weight. So again, it's a tie because both of the devices have approximately the same weight. And about the protective glass of the devices, M3 Pro have Gorilla Glass 3, whereas 30 Pro also have Gorilla Glass 3. So it's a tie because both of the devices can give you same protection. Let's talk about the build quality of the devices. M3 Pro have plastic back with plastic frame, whereas 30 Pro have plastic back with plastic frame. So it's a tie here because both of the devices have same build quality. And about the SIM options in the devices, both of the devices have dual nano SIM support, so it's a tie. Moving to some of the most important features of the devices, let's start with the fingerprint scanner of the devices. M3 Pro have side mounted fingerprint scanner, in the other side 30 Pro also have side mounted fingerprint scanner. So I will call it a tie. And about the sensors in the devices, M3 Pro have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass, whereas 30 Pro have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity and compass. So again it's a tie. Let's talk about the battery capacity of the devices. M3 Pro have 5000 mAh of battery capacity, whereas 30 Pro also have 5000 mAh of battery capacity. So clearly it's a tie because both of the devices have same capacity. Let's talk about the charging speed of the devices. M3 Pro have 18 watts of fast charging, whereas 30 Pro have 30 watts of fast charging. So the winner here is 30 Pro because it can charge up your device faster. Let's talk about the loudspeaker of the devices. M3 Pro comes with normal speakers, whereas 30 Pro also have normal speakers. So the winner here is M3 Pro because it can produce immersive sound. And about the headphone jack of the devices, M3 Pro have 3.5mm of headphone jack, whereas 30 Pro also have. So it's a tie. Moving to the communication chips in the devices, starting with the WLAN of the devices. Both of the devices comes with Wi-Fi AC, dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct and hotspot, so it's a tie. And about the Bluetooth version of the devices, M3 Pro have 5.1 generation of Bluetooth, whereas 30 Pro also have 5.1 generation of Bluetooth. So it's a tie here because both of the devices have same generation of Bluetooth. Let's talk about the positioning chips in the devices. M3 Pro comes with AGPS, GLONASS, Galileo and BDS, whereas 30 Pro have AGPS, GLONASS, Galileo and BDS. So clearly it's a tie here because both of the devices have same chips. And about the USB connectivity of the devices, M3 Pro comes with 2nd gen of Type-C connector, whereas 30 Pro also have the 2nd gen of Type-C connector but it have OTG support. So the winner here is 30 Pro. Moving to the prices of the devices. In the international market, M3 Pro is around $180, whereas 30 Pro is available from $280. In the Indian market, M3 Pro have starting range from 16,000 rupees, whereas 30 Pro is available from 17,000 rupees. So the conclusion of the video is, in the camera the winner is Narzo 30 Pro, in the performance the winner is Narzo 30 Pro, in the display the winner is Narzo 30 Pro, in the body segment the winner is M3 Pro, in the features of the device it's a tie, and in the communication chips it's a tie, and about the prices the winner is 30 Pro. So the decision is totally yours, which device you like the most so far, and let me know in the comment below. What do you think, which device is better for you? So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please like our video, share this video and subscribe to our channel. Comment what you thought in the comment below. If you're watching this video on Facebook, please like our page TechDad, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, here's my Instagram ID on the screen. This is Amit and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.